So what do we have over here? Each and every column over here, what does these values signify and what do these rows signify? Now this column over here, this signifies that the maximum weight my knapsack can hold is 1. What does this column signify? This column signifies the maximum weight my knapsack can hold is 2. The same way, what does this column signify? This signifies the maximum weight that my knapsack can hold is 8. What does this column signify? This column signifies the maximum weight my knapsack can hold is 10. That's why I have made these columns over here, and that's what we were recursing for actually. What we were recursing for? We were recursing for 10, we were recursing for 6, then we were recursing for 6, 3 over here, then 3, then 1. What are these values? These are the values which actually say that the my knapsack can hold only this much value now. So that's what we would be doing, that at this point my knapsack can hold only a weight of 2, my knapsack can hold only a weight of 5, and so on. Now what are these rows and what do they signify? These rows are actually the weights of each and every element. This is the weight of my first element, weight of my second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element, and sixth element. These are actually this array I am talking about. So now what is this intersection of this 0 and this 0? What does this say? This 0 signifies the weight or the maximum weight my knapsack can hold is 0. Hence, even if I have any element, but then also I cannot create a value out of it, because when my knapsack can itself hold a 0 value, so what element would I be adding to it? Hence, I cannot add even a single element. So if I cannot add even a single element, so the total value I can create by putting in the elements in the knapsack is 0. That's what I would be doing over here. So this is my base case. Even if I have an element 1, so what does this mean? This means that my element 1 has a weight of 1, but what is the max weight my knapsack can hold? It is 0. So the answer to this subproblem would be 0. The answer to this subproblem would again be 0. The answer to this subproblem would again be 0. So my first column would actually be all zeros. And what do these zeros signify? These zeros signify that even if I have say 5 elements, 6 elements, or any of the elements, but if the maximum weight my knapsack can hold is 0, so I cannot create a value out of it. So these zeros signify actually the values which I can make when my maximum weight in the knapsack is 0 and I have these elements over here. Now what does this my first row signify? This first row signifies that I have 0 elements left with me now. So if you have 0 elements left with you, or you currently have 0 elements, I am talking about this base case. Now suppose, what does this index mean? This index is -1. So what does this mean? This recursive tree, the subproblem in this recursive tree, this means that now I am out of my elements. Now I don't have even a single element with me. So if I do not have even a single element with me, then what do I do? So if I do not have even a single element with me, then what do I do? How much value can I make out of it? I can make a value of 0 again, because I do not have any element with me now. So that's what I would be doing over here. The answer to this subproblem would also be 0. What does this subproblem mean? The intersection of this 3 and this 0. This 3 means that currently I have a knapsack which can hold a maximum weight of 3, but this 0 over here, this means that I totally have 0 elements with me now. So when I have a 0 elements with me and a knapsack which can hold a value of max weight of 3, so what is the max value I can create out of it? The max value I can create out of it is 0 again. Look, all these values you can populate with the help of int min as well, what we have done in our recursive cases. But again, as I discussed in the previous lecture, there is not a single way to simulate our recursive tree or the algorithm which we are building our recursive tree. We have multiple ways of doing it. In the code, if you see, which I have shared, you do have 3 recursive algorithms. I have shared you these 3 algorithms, for 2 of which I have shown you the recursive trees, and for the third one I would be making use of while building my tabulation table. So I recommend you to just go on and see all these 3 recursive algorithms, such that you make the distinction out of it, that how we are simulating for the same recursive tree. Only the way we are simulating is different, but the recursive tree and the solution which all these recursive tree would be giving us, they all would be the same. The way of simulation is only different between them. That's what I'm doing over here. I'm saying that if my knapsack can hold a weight of 4 and the element currently I'm having are 0, so the max value I can make out of it is 0 again. So again you can put a int min over here, but I am making use of zeros. The same way the answer to this subproblem would again be 0, the answer to this subproblem would again be 0, and hence my first row will again be 0. And what do all these zeros signify? These all zeros signify that if I do not have even a single element with me, so whatever might be the case or whatever weight my knapsack can hold, but the maximum value I can create with 0 elements is 0. So now coming on to the values or the subproblems other than our base cases. Now what does the intersection of this and this mean? Okay, before going on to that, we shall discuss once again how did we approach this recursive tree. Now if I try to include the element present at index 5, then what was I doing? I was just reducing the weight of the element of this present at this index 5 from the current weight which my knapsack can hold, and I was adding the value and I was decrementing my index. So what does this subproblem meant? That I have made use of the element present at index 5. Just tell me for the remaining knapsack weight, how much more value can I add to it? And in the case of another branch where I do not choose the element, what was I doing? I was just passing on the same values to my subsequent recursive call, but I would be decrementing the index. Just for saying that look, I am done with my 5th index. Just tell me starting from index 0 till index 4, how much more can I add to this knapsack? And my knapsack can hold currently a value of 10 over here. Currently a weight of 10 over here. So the same way I would be doing over here. What does the intersection of this and this mean? This subproblem means that my knapsack can hold a weight of 1. My knapsack can hold a weight of 1, and currently I am having an element which has a weight of 1. So I am currently at this element over here. So what I would be doing, I can either include the element or I can either exclude the element. So if I include the element, then what I was doing, if I was including the element, so whatever the weight my knapsack has, I would be deducting the current element's weight from that weight, just to say that I have made use of that element and I have put that element in my knapsack. So what would I be doing? What is the current weight my knapsack can hold? It's 1. And what is the weight of my current element? It's 1 again. So I would be subtracting that from my current knapsack weight. So what would I be having then? I would be having a 0. And what is the other case? What I was doing other than that, I was just saying that okay, I am done with this element. So starting from 0th to this index, just tell me how much more can I add to it. That's what I was doing. I was decrementing my index. I was just subtracting the current weight from my current knapsack weight, and I was just decrementing the index just to tell that I am done with this index. So I would be decrementing my index as well. So if I decrement my index, on what index I am currently sitting on, or this is actually the current row, I am sitting on first element. So if I decrement my row as well, so I would be reaching at 0 over here. And I would be, as I have included the element, so I would be again adding the value as well, value of I minus 1, because I over here is 1, but the element which I am actually making use of is present at index 0, and hence I am just for the mapping of indices I am making use of this value I minus 1. So where can I find this subproblem 0 0? I can find this subproblem 0 0 over here. The answer to that is 0. The answer to that is 0. And what is the value of I minus 1? The I over here is 1. This is my first row because, and value of 0 is 20. So the value of I minus 1 is 20. So if I include the element, if I choose to include this element in my knapsack, so the my value will increase to 20 from 0. And if I do not include this element, so what would I be left with? I wouldn't be doing anything to my weight. So what would I be recursing? I would be recursing for the same weight, but I would be decrementing my index as well. So where can I find this subproblem? Means I do not have now even a single element with me. Look, how many elements did I have in this row? I have only single element, so I would be recursing for the remaining elements. And what are my remaining elements? They are 0 elements. But I would be recursing for the same knapsack weight because I didn't choose to use this item or didn't choose to put this item in my knapsack. So where can I find this subproblem? This subproblem can be found over here. So what is the answer to this? It is 0. So what would I be doing now? I would be taking max of it again. I would be taking max of these two things of including and excluding. So max of including and excluding, and the max of it would be 20 over here. So the answer to this subproblem, when I have a knapsack which can hold a weight max of 1 and I have an element which can again has a weight of 1, so the maximum value I can make out of it is 20. The same way, what do I do over here? What does this subproblem mean? This subproblem means that my knapsack can hold a weight of 2 now, and I have a single element which has a weight of 1. So if I choose to include this element, so what would I be doing? First of all, if I choose to include the element, so I would be reducing its weight from my current knapsack's weight. So I would be doing this thing. What is my current knapsack weight or which it can hold? It's 2. If I choose to include the element, so I would be subtracting that element's weight from my current knapsack weight. So I am left with 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And what would I be doing? I would be saying, okay, now just recurse for the remaining elements, because this I only have a single element. My remaining elements are 0 elements. So just recurse for the 0 elements and just tell how much more weight can I add to it if my knapsack can hold a weight of 1 now. And I would be adding again a value of I minus 1. And why I minus 1? Because I'm holding a single element over here. I'm still at my first row. I'm still holding a single element. I'm just recursing for the different weights in my knapsack. Again, if you do not understand this, please rewind the video and just have a look into it and just try to make this problem with the help of the recursive algorithms which we have discussed earlier. Just try to map with them. You will surely understand what am I doing over here. So again, just recurse for the remaining elements for the weight of 1, but I would be adding again the value of I minus 1 to it. So the answer is, the value to it is 20. And the answer to 0 comma 1, where can I find this subproblem? It's over here. It's 0. It's 0 over here. If I exclude the element, so what does it mean? Just recurse for the remaining elements. Again, I have a single element. So what are the remaining elements? They are 0 elements. So just recurse for the remaining elements for a knapsack weight of 2 over here, because now currently I am recursing for this column. So where can I find this subproblem? 0 comma 2. I can find it over here. The answer to that is 0 again. So what is the max between 20 and 0? It's again 20. So the answer over here is again 20. What does this 20 signify? This 20 signifies that if I have a weight of 2 which my knapsack can hold, and I have a single element with me, so the maximum value I can make out of it is 20. This 20 signifies that thing. Now the same way I would be populating all of my rows over here, but there is one more thing to notice over here. Now suppose I am sitting over here. I am currently sitting at my element 2 over here. What is the weight of this element? It's 2. And what is the max weight my knapsack can hold in this column? It's 1. So if I try to include this element, would it be even feasible for me to do it? Look, what was I doing? If I try to include this element, so what I was doing? I was just subtracting that element's weight from my weight my knapsack can hold. So what is the weight my knapsack can hold? It's 1. What is the weight of my current element? It's 2. And if I choose to include this element, then what would I be recursing for? I would be recursing for the remaining elements and searching for that what more can I add to it. And I would be adding a value of I minus 1 over here. And what is the value of this second element? The value is 5. Hence I would be adding a 5 over here. Now, can you ever find this cell in the matrix? 1 minus 2 minus 1 0 comma minus 1. Can you ever find it? No, you cannot find it. So what would be the value of this cell be dependent on? This cell the value of this cell would only be dependent on the value when I exclude this element, because I cannot include this element. If I include this element, then my knapsack is overweight. If I include this element, so how much weight does this element have? It has a weight of 2. But what is the max weight which my knapsack can hold? My knapsack can hold only a weight of 1. So I cannot include this element. I need to exclude this element. So if I choose to exclude the element, so what would I be recursing for? I would be recursing for the remaining elements with the same knapsack weight. Look, I am recursing for the remaining elements, and what are the remaining elements? I am sitting at this element. I have only remaining elements of 1. So I need to recurse in the remaining elements with the same knapsack weight, that how much max value can I make out of it. So where can I find this subproblem 1,1? It is this subproblem. And what's the answer to it? It's 20 over here. Now if I say, if I would have been at this 4th element over here, I mean to say at this element, so all of these values unless I reach 8 over here, I cannot include this element, because if I include the element and I have a total knapsack weight of 4, so how much weight will I be left with? I would be left with a weight of -4. And how did that -4 I reached? I reached because I included the element. When my knapsack can hold only a weight of 4, but I am putting an element which itself has a weight of 8. So unless I reach the weight of 8 over here, that my knapsack can hold a weight of 8, I would be just copying over all the values from just one row above. And why am I doing that? It's because I am not including the element, I am excluding the element. So if I have a knapsack with a weight of 6, so I am currently at this element which has a weight of 8, so would I be including the element? No. My whole answer will dependent on if I only choose to exclude this element, because there is no point of even including it. So that's what we are doing over here. So if you see in the recursive tree, I am talking about these things. What is your answer actually dependent on? What would this be returning? It would be returning 0 or int min over here. So whatever be the value over here, it would be always greater than this value. So my answer is only dependent on excluding the element present at index 3 over here. This is the excluding branch. I think you would be remembering it. So there is no way of including this element, because it just makes my knapsack go with a weight of negative. So I wouldn't be including it. My whole answer to this problem is dependent on if I do not include this element, I would be excluding this element. The same way I have done it in this DP matrix. So now coming on to the code, how do we actually populate our DP matrix? So this is our DP matrix. I have initialized it to 0, and hence I wouldn't be writing any base case other than that. Now these are the problems which I am talking about. If my knapsack weight is greater than the weight of the element which currently I am on, then it's okay. Then I need to branch out that whether do I include the element or whether do I exclude the element. But if my knapsack weight itself is smaller than the weight of the element which currently I am holding, then there is no need to even branch out. My whole answer is dependent on the excluding the element which currently I am holding. There is no way, or there is no need to even check for the recursive call in which I would be including the element, and hence I am doing that over here. What does this mean? This means recurse for the remaining elements with the same knapsack weight. Again, this J over here represents the knapsack weight because this is the column, and in the matrix we can see our column represented our knapsack weights and our rows represented our elements over here. So what does this say? This says if the weight of my current element is more than the weight my knapsack can hold, then just recurse for the remaining elements for the same knapsack weight. I think you would have got this by now, because if you would have understood the recursive tree and you would have understood what have we been talking about while populating our DP matrix, so I think it would be quite easy for you to understand over here. Now what if the knapsack weight is more than the weight which currently I am holding? Look, like this is the case. if I am saying that I am recursing for this thing, my knapsack can hold a weight of 4 and currently I am on element 2. So what is the weight of element 2? It's 2 and my knapsack can hold 4. So I can either include this element or I can exclude this element, because this weight over here of this element is not more than the weight my knapsack can hold. So that's what, if I choose to recurse for, if I include the element, so I would be doing it over here, and if I do not include it or I exclude it, then I would be doing it over here. Look, these both conditions are same because I am excluding it. And what does this mean? This means recurse for the remaining elements with the remaining weight. Look, j minus weight of I minus 1. Weight of I minus 1 is the weight of my current element which I am on, and this is its value. I am adding that value to it. What did I say? Just recurse for the remaining elements, for the remaining knapsack weight, and whatever be the answer to it, just add the value of my current element to it and take max of it, and that would be my answer to the current recursive call or in the current subproblem. So now we can have a look at our DP matrix because we have filled it with the help of our recurrence relation and the base cases. So what do we see over here? We see that the last cell in our matrix contains a value of 60. And what does the 60 signify? The 60 signifies that if we are given a matrix of, if we are given an array of 6 elements which has a weight of 1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 4, and we have such values for it, and we have a knapsack which can hold a maximum value of 10, then the maximum value which we can create out of these conditions is 60 over here. So can you see that this is the subproblem which was intended and which was where we are really asked for. So this is the DP matrix which we have populated with the help of tabulation method. So in the next lecture we will be discussing about another DP problem. So meet you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.